Hey guys, Amy Sunseri here. It's Natural Wellness with Amy Sunseri, and wanted to jump on here because this is huge. There's a lot of excitement happening right now with Young Living and pretty much all over the internet, right? Because it's Cyber Monday. But Young Living is going big because they are offering 20% off select items with their Ninja products, Thieves, and their Savvy Minerals makeup line. So I thought, what a perfect timing to jump on here and do a quick chemical-free home class so you can fully understand what harmful chemicals do, how they disrupt the body, and why these products, you guys, are just so much better for you. So stick with me. Okay, so I'm gonna valor up here, get my oil on, and you know what? If these oils are not your thing, then maybe this will be, right? Maybe the Thieves, the Savvy, and the Ninja will be your thing, because there's something for everybody and they can help every single person, all the families, all that. Okay, so let's get right to it, right? So let me get real for just a moment and let you know why I teach so empathetically about this topic, about the chemical-free lifestyle. Well, I've seen what the other side looks like, right? I have seen what a chemical-filled lifestyle looks like. So I used to suffer really bad migraines. You can ask my husband, Paul. I mean, they were pretty bad. I remember a point when my kids were really little and having to leave a birthday party because mommy had a really bad headache and couldn't take it anymore. And no, it wasn't just from all the fun and the kids screaming and yelling. It truly was my head. It felt like there was like little guys in here like hammering away, and it was awful. It would literally, put me out where had to be quiet, dark, all that stuff. And that was just not fun. But then I look back on what I was using, and I was using tons of products that just weren't good for my body. So let's jump right to it. I'm going to give you some statistics, and then we're going to go into some of the chemicals and what they do. So the number 2 cause of death in the United States is cancer. 1,620 people a day die of cancer, and 1 in 3 cases in the U.S. are directly linked to poor diet, physical inactivity, weight, or chemical exposure. The American Institution Cancer Society says that only 5 to 10% of cancer-causing cases are from gene defects. You guys, only 5%. So that means that 95% of cancer-causing cases, sadly, guess what? They're under our control. It's what we allow into our home. It's what we are using, right? We're doing it to ourselves. This is so sad. So the National Institution of Occupational Safety and Health studied 2,983 ingredients that are products in our home. They found 884 toxic ingredients. 314 of them caused biological mutations, 218 caused reproductive problems, 778 were toxic to the human body, and 146 of them they knew caused cancer tumors, but they were allowed in the United States, even though they're banned in other countries throughout the world. So another fact that you might not even be aware of, I know I wasn't when I learned about this, here in the United States, there's only 11 toxic chemicals banned, while other countries have tons of toxic chemicals banned. So they have the same products as us. They're just using safer ingredients, right? They are not using these toxic ingredients that are bad for your body. And many of these chemicals are allowed in our common cleaning supplies in the United States, and they're probably under your cabinets right now. They definitely were in my cabinets. So 26 seconds after exposure, right? So anything that's touching your skin, your body's largest organs. 26 seconds after exposure, chemicals are found in measurable amounts throughout the human body. The average woman, ladies, we apply about 300 chemicals a day. Think about it. There's just literally, think about all the things we're doing, from our hair to our makeup. And typically we do about 80 of those even before breakfast. So the top 10 most dangerous chemicals in the home: air fresheners, plug-ins, candles, those scentsies. Second on the list are cleaning supplies, drain, oven cleaners, furniture polish, as well as dishwasher soap, dish soap. And then, ladies, the beauty supplies going back into that, and the men too for the personal care products, the hairspray, gel, shampoo, deodorant. all laden with chemicals. So think about the deodorants. Most deodorants, they have aluminum in them, right? And what do we do with that? We slather on our lymph nodes for 70 plus years, and we wonder why people are getting sick. So many scientists believe that aluminum exposure may be linked to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. And then another chemical, one of the top pollutants in the family home, is laundry soap and fabric softener. So think about that. You wash your clothes in it, right? And then they sit on your skin. So any of the chemicals now are sitting on your skin. And then when they're hanging up, they're still outgassing out. So you're breathing it in. So it's just a vicious cycle. So this information, these facts that I just shared, you don't have to take my word for it. You can look them up. They're straight from the government, from the United States Environmental Protection Agency's top 10 killer household chemical study. So you can go look them up there. So there are literally hundreds of thousands of chemicals on the market today. And what happened, this is really sad, is that the Toxic Substance Control Act of 1976, they grandfathered them in. So what does that mean to you and mean to me? Well, simply put, these chemicals have had very little safety testing on them. There's very little known information and the side effects. That's why so many things are happening and people are like, what is going on? I don't know. Well, there's really no information out there, but little by little, some of them are starting to get banned. So that's at least a good thing. So Samuel D. Epstein, he's chairman of the Cancer Prevention Coalition Board. He says it's unthinkable that women would unknowingly inflict such exposures on their infants, their children, and themselves if the products were routinely labeled with explicit warning signs of cancer. But they're not labeled, right? So since the 1940s, prostate cancer is up 200%, thyroid cancer 155%, brain cancer 70%, and the American Cancer Society is estimating a 50% rise in cancer rates by 2020. So it's no wonder why the air quality inside our home is 5 to 7 times more toxic than the outdoor air quality. So what happens when your body is chemically overloaded? Well, you might not see it as something as catastrophic as cancer, right? But you might be feeling it other ways, and so may be the people that are in your house living with you, right? So people feel it through lethargic, inability to focus, sleep trouble, chronic inflammation, unexplained pain, skin issues, adult acne, hot flashes, stress, fear, and the list goes on and on and on. And like I said, I was feeling it back in the day with migraines. So you can't control where you go, right? You can't control what's going on in the places you go to, but you can control what's in the walls of your own home and what you're putting on yourself, right? You can control that. So when I got started with Young Living Essential Oils, again, I was new to all of this. I had no clue that there were toxins in my products, in my children's products. That's what really made me mad as a mom. And that they were disrupting our body. So I began right where many of you are beginning, because I know I didn't know about this about 4 years ago. And many of you probably don't know about this. And it's very overwhelming. But let me tell you, you can do this. It's taking one thing at a time, baby steps, and saying, you know what, no more. I'm not going to let it come into my house. So how do you even do that? Well, again, like I said, with Young Living, maybe if the oils aren't your thing, a chemical-free lifestyle is your thing, and living healthier. And they have that with their Thieves line, the Ninja, and their Savvy Minerals makeup. So let's dig a little deeper. So what are some of these top chemicals that are found in products, right? Well, you've heard me talk about it before, fragrance. Fragrance is a loophole for hundreds of thousands of chemicals, because they don't want you to know their trade secret and what the smell is. So they're allowed to put anything in there, to include formaldehyde and other toxins that can lead to cancer and literally disrupt the body. So you don't want fragrance in any of your products. Sodium lauryl, lauryl sulfate, SLS, that's another toxin. So that one acts as a skin irritant. It also is an endocrine disruptor. So that one is what makes everything lather up. So like in the soaps, the shampoo, the body washes, all that type of thing. But you really don't need all of that lather to get clean, right? So Let's move on. Phthalates, that's another chemical that's used as a preservative. So why would that be bad? Well, same thing. Research has shown that it's an endocrine disruptor, so it can cause cancerous tumors, birth defects, other developmental disorders, and can derail any systems of the body with the hormones. So you don't want that in your products as well. Okay. There's a lot. I'm not going to go into all of them right now, but if you want a list to break it down, some of the top ones, I can send that to you. So where do you even start, right? Since it's so overwhelming. Well, like I said, baby steps, and then reading your labels closely, doing your own research, and finding safer alternatives. So there is a great app through the environmental working group called Healthy Living. And for some people on their phone, it's called Think Dirty. So these are free. You can download them. Again, Think Dirty or Healthy Living. And when you download them, you can actually scan your products and it will bring up a cancer rating and let you know what is in them and what are the chemicals. And if you don't have a smartphone, you can actually do this online just by logging into your computer, going to the environmental working group's website, typing it in, and you can start to look up products that way. It is a great step to get you really learning about it. And then you got to beware of greenwashing. Greenwashing is where you go into a store and the front of the item says that, yeah, there's no fragrance, there's no sodium lauryl sulfate in it. So you think it's great, but then when you flip it over, you see things in there like triglycerin, parabens, and you're like, well, I know those are bad too. They greenwashed you. They're trying to tell you up front it's good, right? But when you really dig deep, you see that it's not good. Because again, you're the gatekeepers of your own home. You're the only one that's going to allow this stuff in. You're the only one that's going to put it on your body and buy it, right? And for your kids as well. So again, going back to Young Living, they have non-toxic, safer, better options for your entire family to use. And right now, everything is 20% off what I'm going to talk about. That is huge. Okay, let's just start with the household cleaner. So this household cleaner, literally, like I said, again, 100% plant-based. You can kick all the other toxic cleaners out. You no longer have to use scrubbing bubbles, Clorox wipes, Windex, name some if you're using this that you got rid of. This is amazing. So literally very highly concentrated. I know sometimes people think, oh, that little bottle's not going to last long. No, it's highly concentrated. So what you do is you take a cap full, so you measure from the cap, and then you get a spray bottle, glass spray bottle. I got to refill mine up here. And you put it in. You'll get to about here. And then the rest, you're going to fill up with water, and then you can go around and clean your entire home. So one bottle typically lasts my family about 6 to 8 months. We have a small home, 2 kids, 2 adults, so 4 of us and a cat. So obviously if you have a bigger home, larger family, you might go through it more quicker. But again, 100% plant-based, chemical-free. I like it because before, when I used to clean, I would have to make sure my kids weren't in the room, they weren't touching things, my cat. And now I'm like, whatever, have at it. Has the thieves in it. We know that's good for your immune system because all of our products do have our oils in them. And yeah, win-win, right? And going to save you a ton of money. And it's 20% off right now. The dish soap. This is another great one. Most dish soaps on the market have that SLS in them. They have dyes in them, formaldehyde, synthetic perfumes, all of that. Again, not going to find it in here. It's plant-based. And again, a little bit goes a long way. You can actually take this, again, highly concentrated, and separate it into 3 sections and dilute it out. So for the price of 1, you're actually getting 3, depending on if you like to dilute it or not. I know we do that in my family. Laundry soap. Laundry soap, again, non-toxic. We talked about that being very harmful because a lot of laundry soaps have in them petrochemicals, formaldehyde, synthetic perfumes, optical brighteners, dyes, sodium lauryl sulfate, all of that. It's not in here. Again, it's plant-based. It looks small, right? It says 64 loads, but same thing, going back to being highly concentrated. It's highly concentrated. So same thing, you can separate this out and dilute it as well based on your needs for your family to wash your clothes that way. And then I'm going to touch on a few more thieves things, and then we'll go to Ninja and Savvy. The toothpaste, again, all this is 20% off right now. I love the toothpaste because there's no formaldehyde, no triglycerin in it. If you have not switched over to a non-toxic toothpaste, check out your toothpaste. Chances are it says if any amount whatsoever is swallowed, you need to call poison control. And if you have little kids, do you want that happening with your little kids? So check out toothpaste, because that's one thing that, yeah, I was shocked to learn what I had been putting in my mouth for years. So we have a non-toxic toothpaste, dental floss, and then let's move on to the Savvy Minerals. I thought I grabbed a lipstick, but I guess I didn't. The Savvy Minerals makeup line is vegan, cruelty-free, and again, plant-based, no toxins in here. It's mineral powder. So all the foundations are on sale. I did a video on this if you want to go back into Natural Wellness with Amy Sunseri. The video section, there's a whole video on this. 20% off their select lipsticks and a few other things. And again, way better, guys, if you're putting this on your skin, or I should say ladies, and think about it, we reapply makeup quite often. Don't you want something that's actually good for you rather than loading it on and knowing that it's going to disrupt your body? You just don't want that. And then lastly, I'm super excited about this bad boy, our Ninja Red products that are 20% off, so you can get full bottles, singles. There's Ninja Nitro. So what this is it's a wolfberry juice high in antioxidants with essential oils and tons of superfruits in here. So Ninja Red helps to support all of the body's systems. Particularly right now, I love that it supports the immune system for winter wellness. You only have to take a shot of this, so we're giving our kids a shot in the morning before they go to school. We take a shot of it. I love the energy it supports. It helps with central nervous system, eye health. There's a ton of things with this drink. And again, that's also 20% off right now. So I'm going to wrap it up. So maybe you're somebody who's a member and you went inactive, or you're about to go inactive and you want to come back, you want to keep that membership with Young Living, and maybe the oils weren't your thing. Well, guys, now's a great time. You can get that back with the Thieves, with the Ninja Red, with the Savvy Minerals, and go about it that way. Or maybe you're somebody and you don't have a membership yet, but you want to get started. Again, it's a good time to try it out, try the products out, see how they work for you and your family. Take advantage of that 20% off, because it doesn't happen very often. And again, my group is always here to support those in our team. We absolutely love our members. So thank you to all of you, and anybody that's looking into it and wants to become a member. We would love to have you in our group as well and to support you. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap that up. If you have any questions, just drop them below and I'll go back through and answer them. Or if you're seeing this on YouTube and you want to send me a text or a personal message, go ahead and do that as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching.